Okay, so hi guys, it's Lauren. How are you doing? It is Thursday, it's Thursday, and I need to make breakfast because I've got work in like an hour and a half. So first, I want to see if we've actually got some bread. I doubt it. Oh. There is some bread. See, I don't eat a lot of bread. If I don't have toast, then I don't really eat bread because I don't really like butter. So obviously on toast the butter like melts, whereas on bread it grosses me out, because when I was in school and my dad used to make my packed lunches, he would put a layer of butter like this thick on the bread, like no lie. So when I'd bite into it, I would be expecting, you know, ham, and I would just get butter. And I actually think I threw up once, it was that bad. So now I don't eat butter, which is kind of a good thing, I guess. So next on. So in terms of a writing update, I was writing chapter 28 last night, but I kind of got stuck because if there's more than like 2 or 3 people in a conversation, I really struggle to write it, because I feel like if I've got a conversation or a scene with maybe 4 or 5 people, I always feel like one person or maybe 2, I feel like they're not talking enough, like as a natural conversation would, because in a natural conversation everyone interjects and jumps in, whereas I feel like on dialogue it's too much, and I'm just like, oh my god, how do I make sure all these people are talking enough so one of them isn't just sat at the side and only jumps in when someone says something to them. So I kind of got annoyed with myself last night, because I know I can do it. I've done it before, obviously. I've wrote how many stories now, but I just got very overwhelmed by it. So I went back to chapter 1 and I've been adding in and editing chapter 1, which isn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to finish the first draft before I went back, but because I was getting so frustrated and it was really late, I let myself go back, and chapter 1 is slightly improved, so can I just say thanks. My shift today isn't that bad. I'm only in until 4:30, so yeah, I should be able to come home and just get straight into it. Okay, so do you remember when I said that I finished at 4:30, so when I got home I would just jump straight into it? It's now 8:30 and there has been no jumping. I haven't really done any writing since. I'm all set up, I'm all ready to start writing, I just haven't. What I meant earlier, I watched it back about the conversation thing. For some reason I'm finding it really hard in this chapter. So there's Amarette, there's Lucy, and there's her dad, and then there's Ben, her brother. So there's 4 of them, and the dad is like, I need to build the dad's character up a lot, because he isn't really involved as much as he should be. He's not involved as he should be. Like, he's one of those like pop-up characters where I don't really need him, but like there's no reason for me not to need him, so he has to be there, but he's not there all the time because he's just a nuisance, like it's in the way. Something has been revealed by a secondary character, and the rest of the characters are basically congratulating her and getting emotional, and like I don't want just like congratulations, congratulations, oh thank you, congratulations, oh my god I'm so happy for you, oh my god thank you, because that's what would happen in real life. But obviously I don't want it to just be that boring, because I don't know, I feel like most of my videos lately are just like me admitting that I don't know. I really don't know though. Like I've just got your sweat patch. Yeah, I've got that. Ooh, this is cool. I really wanted it. Photo for yourself. I've got one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that not you? Yeah. Okay, so it's now Saturday, and whilst I've been writing, I haven't vlogged an update since Thursday, so there's that for you. You're welcome. I've had a shower. I've had like a really chill night because work was really shit today. A customer made me cry. Sounds so stupid, but yeah. It is what it is, you know, we all have rough days. It's now 11:20 and I'm only now in the mood to write. So it's probably going to be a really long night for me because I did have a quick nap earlier. Now I'm wide awake, especially after having my shower. So this conversation thing, I still haven't really figured out the issue because I do have words on the page for it, like I'm almost done with the chapter. Say something's been revealed or a character is surprised, like the easiest way to show that is she gasped or like her eyes widened, and I feel like they're such like used words, and they are, but what's wrong with that? Like why am I suddenly like I can't use gasped and I can't say that her eyes widened or that tears welled in her eyes because of the overwhelming excitement? Why not? Why is that an issue? In my last video as well with the whole chapter thing, this is my bloody story. I can do what I want. So why am I acting like there's some head office that's gonna email me and with a like shitty email and be like, you cannot do that, Lauren, so delete it. I bought a new monitor, by the way. I don't know if I've even said this, but with my Christmas money and my birthday money, I bought myself a monitor and a keyboard because there's something about having a keyboard, a mouse, that just makes me feel more legit. Like I feel like I'm working. Whereas when I'm on my laptop, I see my laptop as like YouTube and Netflix, and like that's so easy to just sit in bed with it because it's like portable. So when I'm here and I can't literally carry my monitor, well, I suppose I could leave my monitor here and carry the keyboard. But yeah, there's something about having a keyboard that it just feels different. It feels different because it is, obviously it's brand new. But anyway, the time that I'm putting into my writing has increased having the monitor, so it was money well spent if you ask me. So when I left for work this morning, I did have straight hair, but when I left work it was absolutely chucking it down, therefore I no longer have straight hair. So Emily did have a live write-in earlier, and I joined for like an hour and then Love Island started, so I did kind of get distracted. But it's been finished now for like half an hour and I have been sat at my desk since. Basically I'm at the point of this first draft now where I'm so close to the end. I've got maybe 3 chapters left to write and I'm finding them really hard because obviously I know they're the end chapters. So I've kind of been going back. Like I said earlier, I went back to chapter 1 and made chapter 1 better. I skipped chapter 2 and 3, but I'm now reading through chapter 4 and kind of reworking some things in chapter 4. Now in chapter 4, my main character has to give a eulogy. I think that's how you say it. Eulogy. A eulogy.
Eulogy.
Yeah, I said it right, didn't I? Eulogy.
Eulogy.
Eulogy. So yes, my main character has to give a eulogy. I don't know, that sounds such a weird word. So basically, yeah, she stood up at the podium at the funeral and she has to give the speech. Now, one is kind of like hard to write because my nan's funeral was like a couple months ago, so it's kind of, you know, hard. But also it's like how much is enough. So the speech at the minute is roughly 620 words. Obviously that's not in one massive chunk of dialogue. It is broken up by, you know, Amorette paused for the laughter or cleared her throat or sniffled. So there is breaks, and it doesn't look bad on the page, but like it is quite an emotional speech, and it's heavy. Like the first couple chapters of this book are heavy in emotion. And I just hope that the reader cares about this character as much as I do. So it's one of those, really. It's like, do I don't know. I've said that so many times in this video. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm on chapter 4, just working around the speech. I might leave that for now. I think it's as good as it's gonna get for tonight. Yeah, and then obviously there's like a wake after the funeral, which needs extending. At my nan's wake, I got drunk because that was the only way that I could see myself like actually holding together through it. So I got drunk, and I ended up buying my cousin and my little brother a shot at was it Sambuca, because everyone was just so gloomy, and I was like, this, I just can't. So I thought I would lift the mood, and it did kind of lift the mood, and then it kind of didn't. So yeah, I have just hit 40,000 words as well, so there's like, yeah, 40,000 words of this story. Kind of scary in comparison, because obviously 40,000 words of this story is only half of what I've written for Namaiti. Namaiti was 85,000 words complete, and this is like 40,000 words, and I've got maybe 3 chapters left plus extra bits that I've missed throughout. So it probably will bulk up to about 60k, I reckon. Maybe. But obviously it's a romance with a twist, so it doesn't, I guess romances aren't that long, really. They don't have to be that long, I guess. So maybe the comparison to Namaiti isn't necessary. I'm gonna get back to writing, and I will update you guys in a beach. Yeah, I was just my own word then. Broken woman, I wanna mender. Broke a back and then bender. So it's now Wednesday evening. I finished work today at 3:30, and it was the first time that I finished work in a long time where the sun was still out, and it was a lovely day, and I finished. It was still light outside, and I was like, I want summer now. Like, I'm ready for summer. I'm flicking through basically to chapter 4, which is a really sad and hard chapter to write, to chapter 30, which is basically a date night. I don't want to say too much about date night, but it's a fun date night, and it's a fun date night. They're basically out to dinner, right? It's where they confirm the title of what they are, if there is a title. No spoilers. So yeah, it's like, who wants to say it first, basically. It's like, so are you seeing anyone else? Shall I, or shall we just, you know, see each other? How's this gonna work? There's also some things that I've realised I'm gonna need to research more after finishing the first draft, is how a will works, basically. How does it work if say there's a really old man, he has no kids, and he doesn't really have any relatives left that he talks to, at least. So how does it work then if this man wants to leave his belongings and everything, his house, his car, his fucking bitches? No. How does it work if he wants to leave that to someone he feels is family through, you know, a long-term friendship? Obviously, I know you can leave anything to anyone, you know. I could leave, I don't know, my hairdryer to the next door neighbour if I wanted to, I guess. I don't know. I have to research. What if then a family member from, I don't know, blimmin' Scotland comes up out of nowhere and is like, excuse me, that was my great grandfather's cousin's friend, brother, I want his car. So how does it work if that happens? I'm like, so I need to research that and be like, what are the limits and can I exceed them? I'm on 41,000 words now, so since I last updated the word count an extra 1,000 words. I think Kate Kavanagh and Becca C. Smith are doing a live write-in tonight at 11. So I'm going to take part in that and hopefully get some in. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be up all night party. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching this one. Hopefully I figured out how to do one of those end card things. So hopefully, maybe when I stop talking, there'll be some end screen where I promote myself. Follow me. Follow me on everything. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest and Pornhub. Joking. Don't have that yet. Toodaloo. Bye.